Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, your Greater Toronto Area real estate resource, and we have all the data extracted from the MLS for October 2023. I'm going to go through that information for you so that you can understand how to take advantage of this market, whether you're a buyer or you're a seller. If you are considering buying or selling, call me. Let's have a conversation. And real estate agents that are looking for better training, support, and ideas for lead generation, make sure to reach out to me to learn more about eXp Realty so you can have a successful 2024. And let's take a look at this information together. We're looking at the stats on a month-by-month breakdown of the number of sales, active listings, months of inventory, average price, and DOM, which stands for days on market. So October, looking at the number of sales, and this is the major talking point, is that October has a very low number of sales, just about 4,600. September, there was about 4,600 sales as well, but this is abnormal. You see, usually, especially this time of the year, it's the fall market, we see 8,000 to 9,000 sales take place in the Greater Toronto Area. So what we've seen this year is that the market has really been dictated by the changes in the interest rate, because the market was as active as usual at the beginning portion of the year. You can see reflected by the stats, March had almost 7,000 sales, April about 7,500, May 9,000. But then what had happened, you can see the number of sales trended downwards. And we're seeing that like buyers have more pessimism about the market than they have optimism, so they don't really figure to purchase a property now because they're thinking maybe if I wait a few months, prices may come down a little bit further. And what's interesting though is that the number of active listings is at a record high, over 19,000 active listings. September saw 18,912 active listings, so we have a very high number of listings, not many sales, which are all the signs that we're in a buyer's market right now. So what a buyer's market is when the market is more favorable for a buyer out there because they have a lot of listings to choose from, they have power in negotiating the price down. But a seller's market is when listings are selling rapidly for high prices, and sellers are the one that are benefiting by the fact that in the seller's market we have very little supply, we have a lot of demand, and the sellers right now are seeing that their listings are on the market. Very often they're sitting for an extended period of time, or a seller will have to make a couple of price corrections in order to finally get the property sold. And this is reflected in MOI. MOI stands for months of inventory. That's how long it'll take the existing listing supply to sell. So the higher the months of inventory is, the more of a buyer's market it is. And conversely, the lower the number of months of inventory, the more of a seller's market it is, where sellers can experience a really good, successful listing process of listing the property, getting it sold quickly for the most amount of money. So months of inventory, 4.21. September was 4.07. We thought that was high. So these are all the signs that it is the best time to be a buyer in the marketplace today than we've seen for many years. Taking a look at the average price, this is where things get interesting because all of the signs so far show us that we should have seen prices come down a little bit, but they actually haven't. In fact, prices are up slightly to $1,130,000. The average sale in September was $1,120,000. And if we go back to October 2022, the average price was $1,090,000. However, this doesn't tell the whole story because we're not accounting for things like different style of property or different locations. Taking a look here at how the average price has changed by property type. So for detached homes, they're up by 6.1%. The average sale in October 2022 was $1,372,000. Now $1,450,000. The average semi-detached home is up by 2.1%. Townhouses are up by 1.1%, and condo apartments, they're down by 1.2%. So if you remember this time of the year last year, we were dealing with a pretty pessimistic market as well. There weren't a lot of buyers in the marketplace. We were coming off another interest rate increase. So if you hear anyone talk about like the market is bad, it's not necessarily bad. It's just that we have a very low number of sales taking place. Not as many buyers are in the marketplace today. And this is reflected in the DOM, which stands for days on market. That's how long a listing is going to take to sell from the time that it commences. And the average days on market is 21 days. This is longer than it's been in the past, but if we go back to, again, October 2022, the average days on market was also 21. And then what had happened was the average days on market came down considerably when the market was better for sellers. Around May, you can see the average days on market for homes was 14 days. Here's how the average price has changed over the past 5 years. We're specifically looking at the month of October because this takes into account like seasonal fluctuations, because usually the average price, it's a little bit higher in some months than it is for others. But on October, we saw the average price in 2019 being $852,000. And then look how much it increased in 2020. Despite the pandemic, the average price was up to $969,000. And then the biggest increase took place between 2020 to 2021, where the average price was at $1,156,000. Last year, it came down a little bit to $1,088,000, and this year, the average price in October was reported at $1,126,000. Which points back to the saying, don't wait to buy real estate, buy real estate then wait. Especially if you're a first-time buyer, there's a lot of advantages of buying in this marketplace today. You have selection, you're able to negotiate a better price for yourself, you're able to put a home inspection clause, a financing clause, you don't have to buy under stress. So if you have any thoughts about buying a property, make sure to call me. And if you're considering selling your home, you can contact me. Let's see if it makes sense for you. And if you've already tried listing your home with one agent and you didn't get results, don't give up, because the market is still strong. Our listings are selling. Make sure to call me. You can call me and I can share my action plan with you as far as what we would do to get your home sold. And real estate agents, if you're not generating enough leads, let's have a conversation. I can share with you exactly how eXp Realty could benefit you and your business. I hope you did find this video useful. If you did, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and I look forward to seeing you next time.